Back here at Millett Hall, Gavin Stuck, Sean Weisman alongside. Starting lineups just about to be called. Tip-off is almost underway here, and should be a good one today, Sean, like we were saying.
Absolutely. I mean, this is a pretty even matchup as far as just both records go, but as far as strengths go as well. Bowling Green, definitely not, definitely more middle of the pack team in the MAC, but that's kind of what we're expecting from this Miami team too. And certainly, I think that this game will be very important for seeding purposes for the Mid-American Conference tournament. Because, when you only have the top 8 teams make the tournament, a better seed helps you down the road. So certainly I think these two teams will be competing for similar seeding, and this is what makes this game very important today.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I believe ESPN has Bowling Green as slight favorites, but obviously doesn't mean much. We're early in the season, early in MAC play, so little to nothing shown so far. So should be a good one. Miami's starting lineup getting called now. Hype video playing.
Yeah, Bowling Green, according to BartTorvik.com, the 138th best team in the country. Miami, 155th, just to give you a glimpse of just how close these teams are. Something I'm going to keep an eye on, though, for sure, is the offensive rebounding for Bowling Green. They are top 40 in the country in offensive rebounding rate. And, that is not only just a strength of theirs, but something that, that Miami tends to struggle with, too, quite a bit. And so I certainly would look for that to be a matchup. Additionally, I'd also look at Bowling Green's turnovers. They do not force very many turnovers as a percentage. They're bottom 50 in the country in that statistic as well. And that'll be a very good sign for the RedHawks, a team that, usually pretty disciplined in their approach, but in their games that they lose, it's because of the turnovers. Turnovers will absolutely kneecap this team, and so as a result, that'll be something we want to keep an eye on as the game progresses.
Definitely need to pass the ball better if you're Miami, and like you were saying, rebounding's been a key part of this team so far this year. They have not rebounded the ball very well, and so, I mean, the leading rebounder, Amber Treader, she's been great, but other than that, I mean, you really haven't seen much out of the rebounding part of this team, defensively and offensively.
No, which is weird because last season it was a smaller team last season, and it seemingly felt like they were able to rebound the ball better. That was one of the few things they were actually able to do at a pretty high clip was to rebound the ball, despite not having a lot of size and not a lot of turnover either. I mean, in the faces that they got, they were able to bring in 6'3" Elsa DeFries, who's a good rebounder in her own right, able to keep Katie Rishasen, who's 6'1", and then able to keep Amber Treader, who is 6'2" as well. That's a lot of size, and yet you're still somehow not able to get rebounds. Certainly bizarre, but hopefully they can turn it around, get a little bit of a kick in the butt against a pretty solid rebounding team in Bowling Green.
One thing to point out is Glenn Box is starting 2 freshmen this season.
Yeah.
So, I mean, obviously a young team. You got 2 freshmen, 2 sophomores, and then that senior Maya Chandler who's very experienced.
Right.
But this is a young team, so you're going to see these bumps in the roads like you saw against Central Michigan, maybe, those kind of losses. So
And you know what? Those kind of losses are, for a lot of teams, those are wake-up calls.
Right.
Those are games where, you can coast by on talent because there's a lot of talent on this team. Glenn Box has assembled a team that is a legitimate top half of the MAC contender.
Great recruiter.
With great recruiter, yeah. He was able to pull in some really, really talented people, as in, Elsa DeFries and Maya Chandler and Juliana Gonzalez and, and Camille Jackson, all people who were in this rotation, and Tamar Singer, all people who were in this rotation but were new for this year, and you're combining it with all the experience that you were able to get from so many freshmen playing last year. It creates kind of a lot of a varied experience level, and also kind of can make it a little tricky as far as composure goes in those tight situations.
Getting ready for tip-off now. Miami in the white uniforms, red lettering, red outline. Bowling Green in the brown uniforms, orange outline, white letters. So, some good uniforms looking there.
Yeah.
John.
I'll tell you, those are definitely my favorites. This is a good uniform matchup for sure.
Amber Treader to take the tip. Here we go. Tip is underway, and Bowling Green gets that one. Valesco a dribble and pass. Kohler passes to Valesco. Valesco dribbles the key. Back to Kohler. Kohler drives and kicks out. Valesco takes the screen, shoots the mid-range, no good off the front iron. Rebound to the RedHawks, and they go fast here.
Good first defensive possession for the RedHawks, able to make them work for it and not really get a great shot.
Gonzalez shoots from the free throw line, just off the front rim. Rebound to Bowling Green. Fleming gets that one.
Gonzalez has been on a heater recently.
And it's a quick turnover for Bowling Green. Just kind of a forced pass there from Kohler down into the paint. Missed that pass, and that'll be Miami RedHawks ball.
Yeah, you're going to be calling in Juliana Gonzalez's name a lot. She likes the ball in her hands. She's a real become a real volume shooter over the last 5 games, despite, you know, only having 1 game in her first 8 games with double digits.
Another turnover.
Yeah, she's
Bowling Green going quick here.
a lot too.
A long 2 from Lexi Fleming. She gets the steal, goes fast, and shoots a mid-range pull-up and buries it. They freeze, misses the 3. Rebound to Bowling Green.
Very aggressive defense there from Miami as they're able to get the steal away.
Gonzalez gets that steal there. Absolutely. Tamar Singer down to Treader. Trevor gets bumped. No foul. Misses the layup there. Gonzalez with the ball in her hands, like you were saying, Sean. She loves the ball. Loves to really run that offense through her. And it's kicked out of bounds by Bowling Green. It's going to stay Miami ball. With just 6 seconds left on the shot clock here. Going to have to get a shot off quick if you're Miami. Run a quick play.
Absolutely. And like I was saying, Juliana Gonzalez has been on a heater recently. Like I said, she's had double-digit scores for the last 6 games, despite only having 1 of those in the first 8. She's been very good.
Chandler needs to shoot, gets a shot up, needs to get a shot up, and just at the buzzer, they're going to say nope. She did not get that one off. Missed it anyways off the back end, but kind of a sloppy possession there, Sean, from Miami.
Yeah, and kind of aimless. It didn't seem like they really knew what kind of offense they wanted to run, so it kind of felt like they were just kind of passing it around the key. And after Treader missed that shot, they seemed like they were really scrambling to figure out something offensively.
Kohler, we're past that one to McGuff. And they've got a kick ball here. Looks like that'll go on Amber Treader, maybe? But get one off her foot by the looks of it.
I think that was Treader, like you said.
Velasco will inbound this one at the bottom of the baseline under the basket for the Bowling Green Falcons. Kohler shoots the 3 just off the front end, but Bowling Green gets the rebound. No good on the putback, and that's going to be Miami RedHawks basketball. Good defensive possession again there.
No, definitely. I liked to see that they were getting aggressive quickly and not letting them get clean shots off. That's something that, especially on those set plays, inbounds plays, they've had a lot of trouble defending.
Gonzalez from the free throw line. Got it! And the RedHawks finally get the basket with 3 minutes into the first quarter. RedHawks score. It's 2-2, Miami Bowling Green.
That's kind of one of her trademark, the free throw line shots. I mean, she really likes to take that shot, and it's a high percentage shot for her.
McGuff with the ball. Kohler will pass it in and turnover. Amber Treader's going to go quick. Maya Chandler with the ball in her hands. Shoots from the free throw line. Good!
There we go.
Quick turnaround here for the RedHawks. Maya Chandler knocks that one down with ease.
Yeah, very good defense, obviously, and the pushing the pace in transition did very well for them.
And Treader will get that ball back from Bowling Green. She's been a force. Treader with the putback and one! A fantastic play by Amber Treader to stay up on her feet and knock down the shot with an and one. She's going to get a trip to the free throw line to make it a 3-point play.
Yeah, she is, for somebody who is 6'1", she's quite an athlete at her size, and she was, you know, able to basically put that off balance 1 foot with one hand seemingly, and able to put that through.
Knocks down the free throw. She converts the 3-point play there for the RedHawks, and they lead 7-2. 5-point lead with 6 minutes and 24 seconds left in the first quarter here.
Yeah, it's a good start for the RedHawks, who when they start fast, they tend to win the games that they start fast on. When they let
the press.
Yeah,
and looks like we got a little bit of a foul here. Not sure if Glenn Box agrees with that one, but
I'll tell you, Glenn Box will make sure everybody in the arena knows if he agrees with a foul call or not.
Absolutely. That one goes on DeFreeze. Chandler will guard the ball here. Kind of a little bit of a mini press. McGuff with the ball in her hands. Passes to Kohler. Back to Fleming, and she is going to get fouled at the rim.
Yeah, an aggressive drive there, and Juliana Gonzalez caught a little off her feet, a little off balance on that dribble drive for Fleming, but Herho ultimately getting the foul on that play because of the lack of positioning that Juliana Gonzalez had.
So Fleming will shoot a pair of free throws here. Knocks down the first one off the front rim, bounces to the back rim, and rolls in with a friendly bounce. And she gets the second, converts the free throws there, and that's 7-4. Miami leads with 5 minutes and 58 seconds left to go in this first quarter.
Obviously, we're only 4 minutes into the game, but I like the energy and intensity that this team is playing with, like I mentioned just a bit ago. It's certainly something, if they can keep it up, that they will run away with this game.
Exactly. Tamar Singer dribbled that one down the court. It looks like Angelina Gonzalez was checked out of the game. Kick it out for three. No good off the back end.
DeFreeze with that shot and just a little strong. She's usually a good three-point shooter, too.
Three goes up. Off the front end from Kohler, and it's a rebound to Chandler. Chandler's going to push it to Singer. Singer hesitations. She dribbles up. Passes out back to Chandler. Chandler's got it! An absolutely fantastic shot by Chandler and a great pass by
Tamar Singer.
Tamar Singer,
yeah,
sorry.
no, you're good.
Studied over her name there.
No, that's okay. Tamar Singer was I think her whole time, her intent was to pass that off to Chandler, but she really sold the drive, and they were so scared. Even at 5'4", they're so scared of her driving because she's so effective at it that they kind of crashed a little bit and gave Chandler enough space for a three.
By Singer, absolutely. She set that one up perfectly. And they're going to dribble, and they're going to get a foul, and that is once again Lexi Fleming, who draws the contact up by the rim, Sean. She's going to shoot another pair of free throws.
And she has a similar play style to Juliana Gonzalez and Tamar Singer, and I could tell, just she really loves the dribble drive. She really loves to be physical, and despite not being super big, certainly a strength of hers.
Got a timeout here on the floor. It looks like that will be on Bowling Green. They'll call that timeout. And we'll be back in just a quick moment here from Millett Hall. back here at Millett Hall, where the Miami RedHawks lead 10-4 over the Bowling Green State Falcons. Got a good one here so far. Defensive battle, 4 minutes and 46 seconds left to go in this first quarter.
Looks like there were some subs, too.
Yes, there was. Looks like Ellis will come in, and Fern for Bowling Green, as well as Giorgio will check in for the RedHawks and Richardson. So 2 subs for each team. First subs of the game here too, Sean. So.
Yeah. Actually, it looks like instead of Herho, it's Gonzalez who's back in.
It is Gonzalez that has checked in.
Yeah, you need her on the court a lot. She's your
Absolutely.
offensive catalyst. You know, she really makes the offense's wheels turn.
Fleming knocks down both of those free throws. She's 4 for 4 from the line. So a lot of points there for Bowling Green on the line from Fleming so far. Gonzalez is going to dribble this one. Picks up her dribble, passes to Chandler at the top of the key. Chandler will dribble, takes the screen, shoots the mid-range pull-up. Got it! What a shot there by Maya Chandler. She's been fantastic so far in this one.
Yeah, she's been very good, and they're setting it up very well, too, with some very good passing.
Valesco dribbles this one. Star player for Bowling Green so far throughout this season. She's going to fake the screen, passes that one out. Back to Valesco for 3. No good off the back end. RedHawks are going to let that one go out of bounds. It's going to be RedHawk ball.
Really good defensive possession, not letting Valesco get real comfortable at all. That was a contested 3-point shot. Richardson was in her face the entirety of that shot, so it was not very clean.
Gonzalez dribbles it down the court, picks up her dribble in that same spot again, and this is a brutal turnover from Gonzalez. Just kind of saw her pick up the dribble once again that same spot, and just kind of got flustered real quick and threw that one out of bounds towards the Bowling Green bench.
Yeah, she like you said, just dribbles to the right side, just kind of stops and then looks for Elsa DeFries. I think DeFries was looking to cut inside because she initially looked like she wanted to pop outside, and I think Gonzalez just got baited by
Singer checks back into the game for DeFries.
A little smaller.
Going a little smaller action here for Glenn Box's team.
Actually, that is the smallest and the biggest person on the team who just subbed it for each other.
Bowling Green taking it slow here on this offensive possession.
Great defense from Richardson on the drop step there.
Short shot clock. Velasco dribbles up. She needs to get it off, and she's not going to get it off.
Oh,
Never had a
wow.
shot chance there. The Miami defense has stood tall so far, and they look prepared out there, Sean.
Definitely, and you know, like you said, I mean, Velasco kind of dribbles underneath the basket, looking almost for an up and under, but there's two Miami RedHawk defenders looking to stop her.
Singer passes this one in a little long, and that one's going to deflect off of Bowling Green. A heads-up play there by Katie Richardson. A great play there to keep Miami possession with 21 seconds left on the shot clock.
That's a veteran move, is what that is. That's somebody who's played a lot of basketball because you know she knew she didn't have a chance at actually deflecting it back out to somebody who was, you know, one of her teammates. So she just flips it off the first person she sees, and that was a Bowling Green Falcon, able to keep possession for Miami.
Richardson, a senior, so you talk about that experience. She's definitely got that. And
the last holdover from the previous coaching staff as well, the only persons remaining from that coaching staff. So definitely played a lot of Miami basketball.
Maya Chandler will inbound this one under the basket. RedHawks run a little play here, and this one's going to be passed into Richardson. Gonzalez picks up the deflection, kicks it out to Chandler. Chandler will give it to Singer at the top of the key. She gets the screen from Shredder.
6 seconds.
Passes to Chandler. Shot clock getting low. Needs to get a shot off here. Richardson shoots it off the front end, and Bowling Green will get the rebound. That will go to Velasco. She's going to push the pace on this Bowling Green offense. And there's a shot. Got it. A shot there from Lexi Fleming for 3. She has been the focal point of this scoring effect from Bowling Green. She has 7 of their 9 points so far in this first quarter.
Yeah, like you mentioned, you said Velasco coming in as kind of the star player, but Fleming really picking up the slack with Velasco, not really getting much shot.
Here's Gonzalez for 3. Got it! An amazing shot there from Gonzalez. She's kind of picked up from her turnover and buries a 3, and that'll be 15-9 Miami now. A great first quarter so far for this Miami RedHawks, offense and defensively.
Absolutely. Yeah, she's one of the best on the team at making those kind of shots. Really difficult shots right there.
No good for Fleming. That one's going to deflect off of Donahue. That'll be RedHawks ball. Another great defensive possession there, Sean, from Miami.
Absolutely, and you know the sets that they're using remind me a lot of what This is a very obscure, relatively obscure thing, but when Oakland University played against Michigan State in the tournament, and they had the guy who just could not miss a shot. They were setting up every single shot they possibly could. That is the kind of setup they're trying to do for right now for Fleming.
Absolutely. Corey Land has checked into the game for Angelina Gonzalez. You saw her start last game against Central Michigan, so she's getting some early playing time here as well. And that will go off of the Miami hands and end up with the Bowling Green State Falcons. They will take possession of the ball. Miami with a little bit of a press once again, Sean. I mean, kind of running a little bit of a press action, but Velasco beats it quick and gets right across the court.
She is so quick, and that's not a great matchup. Singer's definitely a little more physical.
And it looks like they're going to get a foul on Singer there. Reach and foul off that screen. She kind of tried to...
That physicality right on display, like I just mentioned.
Just try to kind of make a little bit of effect on that screen. Kind of backfired there. It's going to be a foul every single time.
Yep, thankfully that's her first, although she is somebody who can get in a little bit of foul trouble at
Erica
times.
Porter checks into the game for Bowling Green. Velasco inbounds that one. Here's Velasco. She's going to go off that screen and grab some contact, and they're going to call a charge. An amazing play there by Amber Shredder. A really good heads-up play to just get your feet set and take that charge with ease.
Yeah, definitely.
On Velasco, too. That's huge.
That is, and obviously that's Velasco. You want Velasco drawing as many fouls as possible because you want the ball out of her hands as much as possible because she's dynamic.
Singer dribbling down the court. She's going to get that ball and passes it back. Kicks it out.
It's Corey Lard with the ball.
They pass that one in.
Oh, great run for Rashassen. Wow.
Rashassen's looking great in this first quarter so far. And another basket there for the RedHawks. 17-9, Miami leads with 50 seconds left in the first quarter.
Glenn Box preaching defensive intensity right now on the final, which should be the final possession for Bowling Green.
Bowling Green taking this one slow, like you were saying. Velasco would drive. Looks like she's looking to pass. She's going to pass that one in. 3 RedHawks around, and they're going to call travel. Yeah. And there's that defense again there from that RedHawk defense. It's been unbelievable to start this game, Sean.
Interior defense has been a strength. I mean, like you said, earlier in the quarter where Velasco drives and realizes she just doesn't have anywhere to go and has to basically turn the ball over, eat the turnover. And now on that drive, like you mentioned, just nowhere to go, getting triple teamed, like you said, by the RedHawks. Great defense, nowhere to go, draws the turnover.
Shot clock matched up with the game clock, so it looks like the RedHawks are going to take this one to the final buzzer of the first quarter. Singer dribbling outside of the volleyball line, just kind of slowing this one down. They're going to run a play here. Passes that one. Richards passes into Shredder, and it's a cluster down there. Bowling Green gets that ball. They got to go quick. 1 second on the clock. Travel called, and she made that half-court shot right after the travel. An unbelievable exchange, and it looks like the RedHawks are going to get this ball back with 1 second remaining. Wow.
Yeah, what a break for the RedHawks that they got called for the travel run on that, and yeah, Bowling Green not too happy about that one.
Shredder will inbound this ball here with 1 second remaining. Needs a shot off quick. Here's the shot, goes up, no good off the back. In there from Tamar Singer, and that's going to be the first quarter. 17-9, Miami leads Bowling Green here at Millett Hall. We'll be back. Back here at Millett Hall, Miami leads 17-9. Gavin Stark alongside Sean Weisman, and Sean, we've had a defensive battle for this first quarter so far.
Yeah, the RedHawks came to play defensively. Offensively too, obviously, but defensively, you know, other than Fleming, you know, Fleming has obviously been on an absolute heater with all 9 of the Falcons' points today, but you know, it's been really impressive that they've been able to shut down Fern, they've been able to shut down Velasco, they've been able to shut down a lot of the big scorers for the Falcons, and as a result, you know, you have twice as many points as the Falcons already in the at the end of the first quarter.
Right. Yeah, they've looked great so far defensively and offensively. I mean, they're on pace for a 34-point first half, which is solid numbers there. I mean, that's really good when they struggled offensively last game. So
would you score 46 last game and you've already got 17 in the first quarter?
Right,
that's a good sign.
Treader will inbound that one to Singer, and Singer will take the screen from Richardson, and they're going to call a moving screen on Richardson.
And it was too. Richardson couldn't believe it, but I actually don't.
I don't disagree at all.
I don't disagree with the call, unfortunately, because and it stinks too, because that's not a move that she makes often. And Glenn Box
quickly goes to the bench and puts in DeVries. Yeah, that was a quick substitution with only 8 seconds into the second quarter here.
Yeah, and I can't really blame him either. That's a frustrating move so early in the second quarter.
Kohler will dribble that one down the court. Something to notice is Velasco is not on the court to start off the second quarter for Bowling Green. A little bit of contact there, no call. This is going to be an interesting decision here, and they're going to give that one to Bowling Green. Kind of looked like it could have been either way there, but
I think it went off Elsa DeVries because she kind of gave this little look like, "Oops, I accidentally touched it."
Right. Quick inbound there. Donahue at the corner 3 passes that one to Kohler. Kohler shoots, no good off the back end. It's a big hustle down there. No one has the ball. Jump ball is called, and that's going to stay with the Bowling Green State Falcons. A longer offensive possession so far with 20 seconds left to go on this shot clock here.
It's that offensive rebounding we talked about earlier that they've, you know, really done a good job of in giving them extra life here.
Kohler inbounds that one. Donahue will dribble and passes to Kohler. Kohler shoots, rattles out, an unlucky rattle there for Bowling Green, and there's a lid on that basket for them right now.
Yeah, everybody except Fleming cannot make a shot to save their life right now.
Shredder. Here we go. Gonzalez will shoot. Good! Man, she's been brilliant this year, Sean.
Yes.
Another great shot off balance, that same spot where she's knocked down 2 other shots so far in this game, and that'll give her 7 points in this one.
Bowling Green going to a couple of guards on the, I can't tell who that is, but they're going to bring in a few substitutions, I think, as a result of that.
Almost like a hockey substitution.
Right.
With
yeah, they got a whole line coming in.
Absolutely. Kohler will pass that one. And it's good. A great shot there from Fleming. Another basket for her, and she's been good so far to start out this game.
That was Fern, but
that was Fern.
But Fern, a great shot, and finally somebody else other than Fleming able to make a shot for Bowling Green. It's got to be encouraging for them offensively.
We're gonna pass this one in to Treader. She's gonna get some contact, no call. Singer for 3 and off the front end. Gonzalez bounces out to her. She gets the rebound, drives, scoops up, rolls off the end, and they're gonna call a foul on the floor on Miami.
I'm not sure where the foul.
I'm not sure. Is that a push off? This is going to stay Miami ball, actually.
Oh, they're saying it was on Donahue.
They're gonna say that one was on Donahue.
They motioned. That was interesting because they motioned as though it was a Miami foul,
right.
And then they called a foul on Donahue, so it looks like it will be Miami ball.
A lot of players were on the ground after the ball there, so
a lot to sort out, and there's going to be a lot of subs coming in here too. Saysol, Donahue, and Fern out. Velasco, McGuff, and Fleming in for the Falcons.
Treader will get that one off of Chandler's inbound. Back to Chandler, and we've got a. What do we got? What's the call here?
Looks like they're calling a blocking foul on.
That one's going to be on DeVries, I believe.
Yeah. Or no, they're saying it was a moving pick, I think, on that, unfortunately.
So DeFries is going to check out quickly as Richardson checks back in. So those two substituting back and forth to start off this second quarter here. Velasco back in the game, like you said. Kohler will receive the pass from her. Here's Fleming, kicks it way across the court. No good there. Gonzalez rebounds and goes quick, using her speed to her advantage. She's going to check that one out. Slow this one off down. Richardson at the three-point line with the ball. Passes it right back to Gonzalez. Gonzalez kicks it. Here's Singer. Treader. No good for three. Just off the right end of that rim there. And Bowling Green will get the ball. Fleming will have the ball here. Dribbling quick. Chandler on her.
Yeah, Treader, usually a pretty solid three-point shooter, just not really quite the three-point shooter this
Velasco
year.
kicks it out, and they're going to call travel on Velasco. Kind of spun her pivot foot just a little bit, and that'll get called any time there. That'll be a turnover on Velasco and Bowling Green, and that will be RedHawk ball. Once again, another defensive stand there for the RedHawks.
You certainly like the defensive intensity. Obviously, only 2 points in the first 3 minutes for the RedHawks, but you certainly like to see that the defense is stepping up to make up for their lack of offense.
And Gonzalez checks out there. Singer will dribble down the court slowly, just kind of trying to slow this one down. She's going to go at the rim. Good! Great shot there from Tamar Singer. She gets to the rim with ease and bounces it off the glass. Velasco going quick. She'll give that one to Fleming. Fleming dribbles, hesitation. She's going to slow this one down, fakes the screen. And here comes the drive in, and there's contact there, and they're going to call another charge.
Oh, my gosh.
A huge play there for Miami in their defense. Erica Porter called for the charge there for Bowling Green. A lot of mixed reviews on that one. Bowling Green bench not happy.
No, I actually think it was
very happy.
I think it was the right call. I think Treader was set for just a beat long enough that she was able to draw it. And once again, it's the savviness defensively for the RedHawks down low that is drawing not just turnovers, obviously, but possessions now that they can steal from Bowling Green.
And Gonzalez checks right back in.
Yeah, she got a 30-second break, and Glenbach said, "All right,
doesn't
you're
wear
back."
on the defensive end, looking like so far.
Yeah.
Treader will pass that one into Richardson. Richardson passes to Treader. Treader shoots. Good!
And she looks like
three for Amber Treader. Buries that one.
And she looked like she might have gotten hit a little bit on that shot,
Sure
too,
did.
and they didn't call a foul, but regardless, a great shot from Treader, who's a 40% three-point shooter coming into this game.
Bowling Green moving quick, at least trying to, but they just can't get a shot off here with this Miami defense. Velasco getting guarded by Chandler, heavy. The shot's up from, of course, Fleming buries it.
Who else?
Again, she has been brilliant for Bowling Green and basically the only really bright spot for this offense so far to start off this game. And that's a turnover quickly there for Bowling Green that they get. Fleming again shoots. Good! Fleming back-to-back threes, and they're back in this game. Bowling Green only down 6, and Fleming's been brilliant. Another three there.
24-18 after it was just 24-12, just, less than a minute ago. Yeah.
That's going to pass into Richardson, and a great pass there from Singer to find Richardson. Wide open down there. Looks like that Bowling Green defense just kind of got lost there.
Yeah, they lost her kind of in the thick of everything. They had four people on the perimeter, and she just cut inside, and nobody saw the backdoor cut.
Velasco dribble, and she's going to get fouled. Sorry, no, that is not going to be on Miami. That'll be on Bowling Green. Once again, another offensive foul, Sean.
Yeah, I'm surprised, and I think that's what Bowling Green wanted. Well, they're going to take a media timeout anyway, but I think Bowling Green certainly wanted to have a chat about that. To stop being so aggressive, they're almost arm-barring these girls every single time they drive, and I think that's part of it, too.
A media timeout calls for a timeout for us. 4 minutes and 53 seconds to go in this second quarter here. Miami leads 26-18. We'll be right back. back here at Millett Hall, where the Miami RedHawks lead 26-18 over the Bowling Green State Falcons. 4 minutes and 53 seconds left in the first half here. Sean, it's been a great start for Miami so far, knocking down lots of shots, being really efficient offensively and defensively. I mean, we could go on and on.
Yeah, I mean, it's been free throws and three-pointers has been the only source of offense. They've been able to generate nothing down low. In fact, multiple turnovers on fouls down low by the Bowling Green Falcons, and as a result, an 8-point lead, like you mentioned, by Miami. And you certainly like the game plan Glenn Box has had too, because every single time you keep saying this, because it's true, Bowling Green wants to push the ball down the court super quickly, and then they just stop.
Right.
We were talking about this off air. They just stop, and they keep thinking because they can't generate anything in the half-court offense. They're trying to generate stuff in transition.
Corey Lard, the experienced senior guard in the game. Chandler would take that one in and dribble and scores. A nice dribble and drive there from Maya Chandler, another experienced guard there. The transfer from SMU. She's been really brilliant this year and kind of that third to fourth option for this offense, but today she's looking like the first or second. She's been amazing today so far.
And that's what's so nice about the kind of depth that Miami's built up is they have somebody who has started 90 games at the mid-major and high major level who can provide that kind of offense for them whenever they need it.
Corey Lard using her defense to guard that ball really well and tough. And look at that. She gets a block right there.
Right on cue.
Corey Lard comes into the game and makes a really big presence on defense. We talked about that off air, and right away she comes in and does just that.
No,
and that's exactly what Glenn Box was looking for.
And that's why she was recruited. You know, she was there for.
And that shot clock goes off. It looks like Bowling Green was not able to get that one to hit the rim, just straight backboard, and it's going to be a turnover for them. Miami RedHawks get the ball. Corey Lard will dribble down slowly.
Lard is we were saying, one of the best in the conference at perimeter defense. I mean, she is such a stopgap when you have her out on the floor.
Gonzalez will dribble to the free throw line. Passes that one to Richardson. Richardson gets in low
and
scores. A beautiful run there from the offense of Miami. Started with Angelina Gonzalez, who dumps that one off to Richardson for an easy 2 points. Once again, we saw that a little bit ago before that media timeout, and Richardson, again, gets to the paint pretty easily.
Box encouraging his team to be aggressive, and then immediately Corey Lard goes, wait, that's aggressive, and fouls her.
Corey Lard tests the limits of his
certainly.
She was guarding all the way past the volleyball line.
Yes, she was.
In their face, and that's going to be a foul on her. Velasco will inbound this one.
That's her, thankfully just her first, so she's got a little leeway still.
Fleming will receive the ball. Velasco gets the ball back. She's going to dribble a floater. Fouled and one. An amazing shot there from Velasco, and if she gets hot, this game will get very interesting quickly.
Definitely. She's the one Bowling Green you want to get hot. She's obviously, you said, their leading scorer and one of the best players in the conference for sure.
She's in that running for player of the year. Obviously only 3 games into conference play, but it's something to point out. She's been brilliant.
She has.
You can't expect her to slow down. Obviously not her best start so far, but a nice shot there. Might have to just see one go in for her, and could be scary troubles there for Miami in their defense. She knocks down that free throw and converts the 3-point play there. RedHawks lead by 9, 30-21 with 3 minutes to go in the first half. Gonzalez kicks it across the court.
Herho wanted to drive that.
Chandler drives and gets stuffed there. A steal block, kind of. Fleming's going to drive, kicks it out to Velasco. Velasco shoots the 3. Good, and there she is. Don't let her get hot.
No. That's the worst case. That's the worst case scenario for Miami. Is you're letting.
And what a find there by Fleming too.
Yeah, you're letting Fleming stay hot and then Velasco get hot at the same time. That is bad news.
Only a 6-point lead. Once again, we saw Bowling Green get this to a 6-point lead, and then Miami went on another little 4 to 6 point run.
Right.
So see if Bowling Green can answer with this 6-point difference, kind of getting back into the game, or if they'll lose
and
that.
It looks like they're trying to do so with their subs here, Herho out and Tamar Singer in, and that tells me they're looking for a little bit of juice offensively here.
And Bowling Green moved quick on that 3-pointer there from Velasco. Fleming was able to find there and quickly with the open 3. So that transition offense definitely an effect for Bowling Green. Tamar Singer picks up her dribble, getting guarded hard. Maya Chandler's going to drive. She's going to shoot from the MAC logo. Good! How good has she been?
And they were trying to double team her, too, because she's been the only person who's been able to consistently make shots aside from Gonzalez today.
A shot from Fleming from 3, just off the front end. And then we've got a foul on Bowling Green off of the Amber Treader rebound. A big rebound there for Treader in the defensive end.
That was a grown woman rebound is what that was. I mean, she was getting – there was 2 other Bowling Green defenders at that point who were trying to rip the ball off of her, and she was able to rip it through and grab the rebound and get fouled.
You got that right. An amazing rebound there from Treader. And she's going to go to the line with the bonus here. With 2 minutes and 21 seconds left in the first half. She knocks down the first one with ease, and Amber Treader's been flawless. Emerging sophomore, I mean, she's been brilliant.
Yeah, honorable.
Averaging 11 points per game, 7.7 rebounds and assists, and 50% from the field. So,
yeah,
she's been brilliant.
No, honorable all-conference last year as a true freshman, and you know you can imagine the sky's the limit when that's your baseline right there.
Looking at a first or second team this year.
For sure.
Defensively and offensively, she's good. I mean, we saw her knock down that 3 from the top of the key just a minute ago, and she's rebounding like that down there on the defensive end.
Yeah, she's the complete package for sure.
She is. She started off this season very hot, looking like the best player of this Miami team, and kind of slowed down offensively, I would say, but rebounding, she's been the key rebounder this year so far for the RedHawks, and kind of the only bright spot rebounding-wise.
Yeah, as looks like Bowling Green just had a turnover there, so Miami will get the ball on the inbound here. But yeah, you're right. I mean, Gonzalez has taken over as the #1 scorer, but I think that's more because Treader's letting her take over.
And a little bit of a high pass there from Gonzalez. Maya Chandler gets it though. A pass in from Chandler to Amber Treader, and she'll knock that one down.
She's just demonstrating her strength in this last couple minutes because those are 2 great plays now, just pure strength to make those plays.
Amber Treader with that 2-pointer there off the assist from Maya Chandler. Bowling Green goes quick, and who else other than Velasco to shoot the floater off that corner. That'll be 2 points for Bowling Green to get this back into a 10-point game.
That's 8 now for Velasco, and 2 assists for Fleming.
Chandler will dribble back to the top of the key, passes this one to Singer. Singer looking to throw this one into Treader. She's going to fake the pass, go at the rim, and no, but who else? Treader gets the rebound, puts it up, nope. No good, but she will get contact and go to the line and draw the foul.
That was a hard foul too, because it was a similar shot earlier in the game that Rashastin made, but the difference is Treader obviously didn't make it, but another kind of circus off her foot with a defender right in her face looking to make some contact, and yeah, really great shot.
Treader gets a friendly bounce and knocks the first one down. Like we were saying, Tamar Singer, I mean, Treader's been brilliant to end off this quarter so far, but Singer, I mean, she's really been the leader of this team so far, really calling out plays and doing a great job. I mean, she's young, but she's looking great out there and really facilitating well.
I was going to say, as a true freshman, being able to command an offense like that is difficult.
A tough shot there from Velasco, and she'll miss hitting nothing there, and it looks like Chandler's going to go quick. She's going to throw this one to Singer. Singer dribbles, and a sloppy turnover there from Singer, but Miami's going to get the ball right back because who else? Angelina Gonzalez. She guards tough. Not known for her defense, but right there, a big defensive stop there to get the ball right back for the RedHawks.
It's hard to be known for your defense when you're the leading scorer on your team, but I certainly will say that that's an underrated aspect of her game. As somebody, she's not huge by any stretch of the imagination for a guard, but nevertheless, she does. She plays with a lot of intensity, and I can see why Glenn Box wanted her.
Angelina Gonzalez averaging a steal and a half a game. I mean, that's good numbers there from her.
Definitely.
For an offensive threat like her. I mean, she still can do it on the defensive end. Maya Chandler pulls up from the MAC logo, a floater, and knocks it down. Another basket there from Chandler in this Miami offense. They lead 40-26 with 25 seconds left, and Bowling Green might keep this one to the final buzzer of the first half.
Looks like and I think they should, but Bowling Green is getting themselves really concerned with Treader and Richardson, and not letting themselves get any depth when people drive because they're so worried about the dump off inside.
5 seconds left on the clock. They're going to drive. No good. A rebound to Richardson. Gonzalez needs to get this one off, and she will not. This first half ends. Miami 40 and Bowling Green 26 here at Millett Hall. A great first half there, Sean, for Miami. If you're a RedHawks fan, you're excited for really what this team's done in the first half. They've shown a lot, and I mean, 40 points on pace for 80. Not saying that you will have 80. You might have less, but with only having 46 points last game, I mean, you're 6 points shy in the first half already.
Yeah, and Bowling Green, you know, is certainly trying to keep themselves in at 13 three-point shots they've attempted, and they're shooting at a pretty high clip, but Miami's shooting almost 60% from the field, 16 of 27, and doing a really good job neutralizing the rebounding. They're actually equal in offensive rebounds and are leading the rebounding total by 4. And as a result, that's been able to create more opportunities, and all the turnovers, like we've said, underneath the basket has led to just more possessions for Miami, and as a result, and they've been able to capitalize on a much higher clip than Bowling Green.
If you're Bowling Green, what's the message at halftime here, Sean?
So it's tough because like they're real. You can tell that the message was at around the 5-minute mark that okay, you need to stop letting them get dump offs to Treader and to Richardson, but now it's giving lanes to Chandler and to Gonzalez and to Singer to go at the MAC logo and just dump floaters all day. And so it's going to be about, you know, maybe as hard as this is, you're going to have to try to maybe play that a little harder now, and you're just going to have to rely on the big girls to just get it done. Because, you know, if that's the only way defensively you're going to be able to make it happen, because it's like whack-a-mole offensively almost defensively for Bowling Green, because as soon as they try to stop the dribble drive, it gives them now the options of the people underneath the basket like Treader and Richardson.
Absolutely hit the nail on the coffin there. Miami leads 40-26 over Bowling Green. We got a halftime here, about 14 minutes in halftime. You're listening to Red Hawk Radio live. We'll be back.
Fielding to kick it away for the Buckeyes.
back here at Millett Hall. Gavin Stark alongside Sean Wiesman. And Sean, it's been a battle here for Miami and Bowling Green, to say the least. They lead 40-26 at halftime. About to start the second half here soon in about 2 minutes. But what do you see so far in this first half that
I'm seeing Maya Chandler and Amber Treader take over this game so far, and I've been very impressed with the way that the two of them have been able to play and take over the offensive slack from Juliana Gonzalez, who we're so used to her being the volume scorer for the team, and yet here it is with Maya Chandler and Amber Treader almost outscoring, just the two of them almost outscoring Bowling Green with 25 combined points.
Losing by one with just those two.
Right, with just those two scoring, exactly. Yeah. And so keeping that offensive balance in the second half is going to be key, and I also would say to keep an eye out, too, for the post-defensive plan for Bowling Green, because it has just been causing them fits. The dribble drives, like we were talking about before the halftime break, you know, it's just been causing them so many issues, because it's either you choose the super aggressive, really good high-percentage shot that Maya Chandler and Tamar Singer and Juliana Gonzalez feast off of, or you go to the high-percentage layup that Rashasa and Treader are so good at making. It's like you can't, you got to pick your poison, so it's going to be up to them to figure out how to defend that effectively.
Absolutely. We talk about Maya Chandler. I mean, she's got 13 points, but something that really catches your eye, she hasn't missed a shot. Sean.
No, I mean, she's been incredible.
1 for 1 from 3, 2 rebounds, and assist in 16 minutes. I mean, talk about efficiency. Yeah. She's been brilliant. Barely sat out in that first half, and the team's just so much better when she's on the floor. That's normal, but talk about being better. I mean, they've been brilliant with her on the floor, as well as Amber Treader.
So this is what we were hoping to see from her for the whole season, because there was about a 5 or 6 game stretch where she really just kind of, and I don't even attribute this to her necessarily, she just wasn't getting many touches. And to see her not only get touches, but to really use them well, and also to get to the free throw line at a high clip like she's so used to doing. I mean, 5 for 5 from free throws. The only 5 free throw shots for the entire Miami team is all her.
Right.
That's what you want to see, and that's the kind of usage that you want to see out of her, because she's a very efficient scorer when she can get the touches.
Tip-off just underway. Excuse me, not tip-off. Second half just about underway. Same lineups that started off in the game here. Miami will start with the ball here. Tamar Singer dribbles this one, and it's going to be an action starting with Amber Treader, who we just talked about. This one will go back to Singer. Singer will dribble. Passes that one to Chandler, the hot hand here. Singer gets the ball back. She's going to take a drive, and it looks like that pivot just slightly slides a little bit, and that's going to be a travel and a turnover. Not the way you want to start if you're Miami and Glenn Box.
No, and Glenn Box giving a little bit of a pouty face at that one. He was not a fan of that, because he had an open shot. If Singer's able to make the pass underneath, he has Treader for 2 points fairly easily.
Bowling Green looking to start this second half off with a nice first possession on offense. And they're not going to do that one. That's going to be a 3-second call on Bowling Green.
3-second violation, and it was a good call, too, because they don't, especially at the college level, you don't usually see those. Yeah, you usually don't see that called. So good eye from the refs, and I wonder if Glenn Box even specifically told the refs, hey, keep an eye out on this.
Erica Porter. And we got a big collision here, a blocking foul on Bowling Green, and it looks like trying to get the name for that one. That one will be on Kohler, it looks like. Kohler a little banged up, shaking the hand a little bit.
Yeah, it was Kohler. That's her third, so I imagine she's probably going to go to the bench in just a second.
And here comes the substitution, it looks like. And there goes Kohler and checks in.
I imagine we won't be seeing a whole lot much of her in the third quarter. That is big. She's got second leading scorers now out for probably at least the next 5 minutes for Bowling Green.
She's definitely one of those leaders for Bowling Green. Absolutely. She's going to check out early. Chandler will inbound that one to Gonzalez, and Gonzalez looking to score. She's going to hit a step back. No good off the back end. A great look, though, for Gonzalez and Miami's offense.
And Glenn Box will take that shot every time if you're Gonzalez, because she makes that at such a high clip.
And Fleming gets that one to roll off the front rim, a pull-up jumper from the free throw line corner. And that will be a good start for Bowling Green in their offense. Only down 12 now, cutting that lead slowly but surely here. And an easy shot there from Singer. A nice pull-up from the same spot that we just saw Velasco shoot. Or, excuse me, Fleming shoot from. So, an answer right back there for the Miami offense.
And that's what you want to see, too. You don't want to let Bowling Green get on those extended stretches. You've seen them hit a couple threes in a row, but every single time Miami has come with an answer.
You saw some contact down there, and that's going to go on DeVries, it looks like. Down there in the paint, just kind of a little bit too handsy maybe there, Sean.
Yeah, I think and that's she's going to get subbed in for because that's her third as well. But I think that's the kind of intensity physically, though, that Glenn Box wants. So he doesn't seem particularly perturbed about that.
And one shot there.
Well, that'll drive him crazy.
Gets the bucket to go and the foul there on Singer, too. A big name there that you don't want to see get into foul trouble at all. Just kind of saw the mismatch. She took the contact and got that easy basket there, so that's going to be Erica Porter at the line.
That was, smart from Porter to recognize the matchup. A girl who's almost a foot smaller than you guarding you. That's when you take that shot.
Got the mismatch she wanted.
Exactly.
Take advantage of this. And the free throw is good. A nice shot there for Porter and a good three-point play there for her and the Bowling Green offense. Like I said, slowly but surely cutting this lead. They get this one to 11 now. Singer will dribble. She's getting guarded very toughly right now by Donahue.
She's very handy, too. I wonder if they'll start to call that.
Gets the screen there from Shredder, and Shredder was looking for a little pick-and-roll action. She's going to get the ball late. It looks like Gonzalez just kind of read the play late, and that's going to be off the hands of Shredder, they're going to say, and that's going to be Bowling Green State ball. So.
And I do think that was the right call, but it was a good attempt. The idea was there was supposed to be a backdoor cut from Shredder, but not a great pass from Gonzalez inside. Yeah, you're right. It was late and it was a little behind her, so it kind of ricocheted off.
Velasco gets that screen from Porter, and she's gonna dump this one to Fleming, and Fleming no good for the board. But who else? Porter with the rebound, no good from her either. And now they've got a little tangled up jump ball here, and that's gonna be staying down here with the Bowling Green Falcons.
Looks like Herho's going to come in.
Herho will check in now. Interesting to see who she gets out. It looks like that'll be Singer.
Yeah.
So, Herho in the game.
This is a taller lineup, too, for Bowling Green. A lot of size on the floor. It looks like they're playing with two forwards, but they typically only play with one.
Fleming receives the inbound there. And Velasco gets that toughly guarded by Herho. And they're going to call a foul on Herho. She jumps into the game and gets a foul.
Gets a foul immediately.
Not what you want to see if you're a RedHawk fan, or Glenn Box especially. He looks a little fired up after that one.
Yeah, he definitely a little annoyed, and especially because, like you said, you bring her in and then 10 seconds later she gets called for a foul. That's her second for today.
Velasco inbounding this ball. Just want to go to Fleming, the hot hand for Bowling Green in the first half.
Gonzalez almost daring Donahue to try to shoot this here.
Sure is. And Donahue is not budging. She's going to try to drive and kick this one out, but it's a turnover. Maya Chandler with a huge steal there and reads that play like the back of her hand. A pass there to Richardson, and this one gets into Gonzalez's hands. Good! Amazing shot. You see that off-balance shot again there from Gonzalez, and
that fadeaway mid-range jumper
there for her, but it doesn't look easy when you're watching it.
No, that fadeaway mid-range jumper is so Dirk Nowitzki-esque almost. I mean, it seriously.
Got that right.
I see so few players try to execute a play like that nowadays.
Shot off the front of the rim there for Bowling Green, and that's going to be a rebound to Miami. And it's a bad pass there from Herho. Here goes Donahue driving to the rim, an easy two-point conversion there from the Bowling Green State Falcons, and we've got a timeout here for Glenn Box and the RedHawks. Miami leads 44-33 with 6 minutes and 35 seconds to go in the third quarter. Listening to RedHawk Radio. Back here at Millett Hall, where Miami leads 44-33 over the Bowling Green Falcons. Sean, it's been a kind of a slow start for Miami's offense, but they're hanging on to the lead by 11 points. I mean, slowly but surely, though, Bowling Green is clawing back, and they got to get something going for Miami on the offensive end.
Yeah, it's just been inconsistency offensively. It's not like they're not scoring, but they're not scoring enough for you to feel great about it. And I'm sure that's part of why Glenn Box, that's why I'm sure he was happy with Bowling Green calling that timeout there, because, you know, that was a chance for them to reset mentally and you know, kind of draw something up to get them started.
Gonzalez with the ball in her hand. She's going to drive quickly and kicks this one out to Treader. And they're going to call a charge on Gonzalez, and she's laying on the floor hurt. I don't want to see that if you're on Miami.
Yeah.
The foul's bad enough. Seeing her on the ground now, still grimacing in pain.
She just plays with like a bullet train. I mean, she just drives and whatever stops her, you know, they just better get out of the way, or she's gonna run through them. And fortunately, that's the kind of physical play that leads to some injuries. Unfortunately,
not looking good here. She gets up laying off her back. She sits up a little bit, but Glenn Block coming out to pick her up, and she's gonna walk off gingerly.
On her own power, though.
On her own power. It looks like maybe a back injury, I would say. I mean, she
definitely a midsection.
She's holding her lower back area, maybe hip, if that, but also her head too. I mean, we really don't know what's wrong. But
there's a lot going on, but that is a big loss. That's your leading scorer. That's your leading scorer. That's your facilitator. That's a big loss for the RedHawks.
It's good to see that she's on her own power. Just a little pain, obviously, but hope to see her back in soon.
Yeah, definitely.
Singer will check back in for her, though, as we see. Here's a shot from Fleming from 3. Good. Got it. Bowling Green needs it, and who answers? Fleming, like she has all game.
17 for her. Next best is Velasco with 8. That's the kind of scoring day she's had.
Fleming's had a great game.
Oh, wide open.
Maya Chandler, and they're going to call a charge again. This one on Singer. An unnecessary drive. You didn't need to do that. And Bowling Green had their feet ready and took that charge on the chin, and a huge one there because Maya Chandler had a 3 in her hands.
She did, and she missed the shot, but regardless, wide open shot and a chance to potentially get the rebound there.
The opportunity was there for sure.
Yeah, and now you just throw it away, and now you're giving Bowling Green a chance to get this down to a 2-possession game with a score here.
44-36, Miami leads now. Bowling Green fighting back. Velasco will dribble Singer on her tightly. She's going to dump this one off to Fleming. Fleming being guarded by Chandler. Porter knocks this one off to Velasco. Back to Fleming. Fleming shoots, and a moving screen.
Oh, yeah. Easy call,
Maya Chandler draws the moving screen, falling down, and a great play there by Chandler. She was positioned the whole time and ready for that.
And that's a 4th turnover for Erica Porter today.
Erica Porter will be checked out of the game now, too. I mean, that's big.
It is, and I'll tell you, too, because it was a good design, and there was an open shot, but you can't be too obvious about wanting to create separation between you and the guard who's supposed to be guarding.
Ellis will check in for her. A dump off to a nice shot there. It's a dump off to Herho. This is the pass.
That was Treader.
Treader, sorry. The pass was from Herho, I believe.
No, Treader with a great interior presence once again, making those tough shots.
Velasco picks this ball up and trying to slow it down a little bit, run a play here. She gets bumped and kicks this one out. Back out to Velasco. Velasco uses the screen. Donahue for 3. Banks it in off the glass. A huge bank, and that bank is open for Bowling Green, and they are back in this one, down only 7 here, with a 3 there from Donahue, who is not usually a 3-point shooter.
Yeah, I mean, we saw earlier in the game, Gonzalez was basically
denied the 3. She didn't want to shoot it.
Yeah, was kind of daring Donahue to shoot that 3, and it's obviously not a shot she's comfortable with, but a bank shot.
And we've got a media timeout here with 4 minutes and 51 seconds to play in the 3rd quarter.
It was a foul on Donahue is what caused that, I believe. So 4:51, like you said.
Miami leads 46-38. You're watching Red Hawk Radio Live. We'll be right back after this short break. Back here at Millett Hall for this special doubleheader today. Miami leads 46-38 with 4 minutes and 51 seconds to play in the third quarter.
Something to note here, it looks like they took that three-pointer and made it a 2, so it's an 8-point lead instead of a 7-point lead for the RedHawks.
Before that timeout, we were saying 7-point lead for the RedHawks, but it would now be an 8-point lead after the
looks like a review.
Officials looked at the monitor, checked the spot of that for Donahue's shot. Looked like the toe was just on the line, and they're going to call it a 2.
Looks like so Herhow is out. Gonzalez is back in, and that's very good news for the RedHawks.
And Shredder's going to inbound this one. Gonzalez sitting in the corner farthest away from the ball. Chandler in the other corner. And now they're going to move. They're going to run a different play now. Chandler moves to the other side of the ball, and they're all kind of stacked up in this play. And this one's designed to get Singer the ball, but she's not going to receive it. It's going to be Richardson who has the ball. She's going to get it to Singer. Singer uses that screen and dribbles off the toe, it looked like.
Almost a over and back.
Richardson passes in to Shredder, but just a little late, and there's a nice steal there from the back end from Fleming, but that's going to stay Miami ball. As it went off Fleming's hand, but a nice heads-up play there defensively from her.
Yeah, really nice heads-up play, but just not able to corral it.
Chandler will down this one at the Miami bench. Richardson gets the ball and passes that one to Singer. Singer shoots the long 3. Good! Right at the buzzer of the shot clock. She buries that one from deep.
Beautiful shot there from, like you said, from Singer, but also great setup on the design there, because you said there's just not a lot of time remaining, and her able to get even a remotely clean look with that little time is good.
Tamar Singer doesn't shoot it a ton from the three-point line, but what she does, she shoots very effectively and very efficiently with 45% from the three-point line as Bowling Green gets that one to rattle off the rim, and that will be Miami rebounding the ball.
Gonzalez with a good rebound there.
Gonzalez gets the rebound, one of the smaller players on the court at all times, but
yeah, already 4 rebounds tonight.
Her size doesn't really affect her. Like you said, 4 rebounds and a really good defensive player as well as offensively. She has the ball and passes that to Shredder. Shredder at the corner passes it into Richardson. Richardson gets blocked there by, it looks like that one was
hard to see with the numbers, but it looks like it was Taya Ellis who got blocked.
Yeah, her hair's kind of covering her numbers, and it's a little harder to see, excuse me, on that one. But Velasco will have this ball. She's going to slow it down, get the screen there. No, she's going to get stolen by Singer. Singer rolls over, and they're going to get a timeout beforehand. It looks like there was almost a travel call there.
Yeah, thankfully, though, they were able to get the timeout before Velasco was going to try to jump basically on Singer. And trying to get the ball back, but good heads-up timeout from Box, able to set up an inbounds play here with 28 seconds left in the shot clock.
Just a 30-second timeout, so we will go on a quick break, but you are watching Red Hawk Radio Live. We'll be quickly back with you. Back at Millett Hall, a quick 30-second timeout, might have been even 10-second.
Yeah, it felt like a 10-second one to me, but
we
okay.
are back quickly, not mad about it at all. 3 minutes and 19 seconds to go into the third quarter. Miami leads 49-38 over the Bowling Green Falcons, and kind of a defensive third quarter so far, Sean.
Definitely, only 12-9 so far in the first 7 minutes.
Chandler inbounds that one under the hoop and gets it to Singer. Singer kind of dribbling, running a play through here. The screen there from Richardson, she uses and passes to Chandler in the corner. Chandler will dribble. Chandler dumps it in to Shredder. Shredder gets it.
Pass.
Maybe even a little bit of contact, but it's not going to be called. But a beautiful play there from Chandler and a great finish from Shredder.
Yeah, great pass from Chandler, and Shredder was able to set that up by kind of boxing the post defender up a little bit to create some room so that she could just slide underneath and get the layup.
Donahue will dribble. She's going to look to score. Spin move. Nice little spin move, but it's just off. Kind of got a little chaotic down there for Donahue, and with the ball, she looks for a nice spin move, but kind of lost where she was at, it looked like, and just bounces off the rim and gets a Miami bounce and rolls out of bounds.
Donahue is an easy person to scout, because it's obvious that she does not want to shoot a 3, and it's obvious that whenever she gets the ball, she's either looking to pass it or to drive it. So when you're looking, when you're guarding her, you need to make sure you guard her close. And so that's just made it really difficult for her to get any good shots, especially against a very good perimeter defending team with people like Corey Lard and Juliana Gonzalez.
Speaking of Corey Lard, she has checked into the game, the defensive threat, like you were saying. Gonzalez gets it in contact.
Wow.
No foul, but wow, an unbelievable balance shot there from Gonzalez. She dribbles quickly and gets a little bump. No foul, but gets the basket to go, and a tough 2-point play there. And that's going to be kicked out. Taya Ellis will kick it to Donahue. Back to Kohler. Kohler shoots the long distance 3, no good, and it's going to be
a foul on Lard.
Foul on Lard. That's the second time where she has came in and gotten a quick
foul immediately.
Not to say anything that's wrong with her. She's an intense defender, like we were talking about. She's a very good defensive threat, but maybe needs to
maybe turn it down maybe one notch or so.
Just one notch. But I think Glenn Box is happy with her presence out there. So
that's her third, and looks like Lexi Fleming is coming out. Emily Seisel will be in here for the Falcons.
Here comes Singer checking in as well. She's going to check in for... Who is she checking in?
Looks like Gonzalez is going to come out.
Gonzalez is going to come out after that. She kind of fell hard once again, so maybe a little bit worried about that.
Well, yeah, I was going to say, I'm sure it's a little precautionary just to give her a breather, especially after that.
Yeah.
Because that was some tough contact she had to play through.
Porter knocks down the first. She's been a good free throw shooter tonight, or excuse me, this afternoon, not tonight. Yeah, but knocks down the first one, and the second one is good. Rattles in. She knocks down the second as well. Corey Lard will dribble this one down the court, commanding the point guard play right now.
RedHawks still with a 13-point lead with about 12 minutes left in this game.
Singer kicks it to Chandler, and what's the call here? A foul, an off-foul foul, it looks like.
Yeah. Looks like it was Porter.
On Porter, who just knocked down those 2 free throws. That's a big one. Kind of getting into foul trouble here late in the third quarter for Porter and the Bowling Green Falcons. Inbound from Chandler will go to Richardson. Richardson finds Treader, who finds Corey Lard, sorry. And that pass goes to Chandler. Chandler pump fakes. She's looking to score here. She's going to drive and gets the foul. A great play there from Maya Chandler, who saw late on the shot clock that she didn't have much time. Took it to the rim with about 5 seconds left and gets fouled with 3 seconds left on the clock. She's going to get a trip to the free throw line here for a chance at 2 points.
There's a certain phenotype of player that Glenn Box values in the guard. It's somebody who can drive the ball as hard as they physically can and is not afraid to take contact when doing so. And I think that translates into defensive intensity, which is why I think he so values that. But it's, you see that every single guard, even people as small as, Hennessy Lou Brown or Tamar Singer, they are still more than happy to drive it and to absorb contact and try to draw a foul or hit a tough shot.
And Chandler knocks down both of those as we were speaking. She is still perfect from not just the floor, from the free throw line now too. 2 for 2 from the free throw line and perfect from the field. So she's been brilliant tonight defensively, offensively. I mean, facilitating the ball, shooting the ball, whatever you want from her, she's been brilliant.
Yeah, she's been everything you could ask for out of the guard position for
Bowling
sure.
Green looking late on the shot clock, gets fouled there off the shot, and they're going to get a trip to the free throw line. That looks like it's Kohler that draws that foul there.
I think that foul might have been on Treaders. That's her second.
Not a big one, not a big deal with Treader. I mean, only 2 fouls now, and she's been on the floor mostly the whole game.
She hasn't been drawing very many fouls, thankfully.
Which is a big thing for her as Kohler misses that first one off the left end of the hoop. Looking to knock down the second to cut this lead to a 14-point deficit. This one getting out of hand, maybe. If they can't start to get something going on offense here if you're Bowling Green.
Yeah,
she knocks down that second one, going 1 for 2, splitting a pair.
Offensively, obviously, this has been a much better performance all around from the RedHawks, and we're only 29 minutes into this game.
Got that right. Kicks out to Chandler. Chandler shoots, and she buries it from the corner, and the Miami bench is going nuts as she buries that one right next to him, and she's still perfect from the field. A 2 for 2 from the 3-point line now.
Talk about a heat check 3-pointer right there. I mean, that was I mean, my gosh, that is about as
quick
clean.
trigger, too.
Yeah, about as clean and as quick of a trigger as you can ask for there.
Singer found it really quickly as well. Props to her, I mean. But Maya Chandler, player of the game so far through 3 quarters. And a travel there on Donahue.
Boy.
Like you were saying, she doesn't want to shoot that 3-pointer. Easy
And
player
it's
to scout,
obvious.
maybe.
Yeah.
So she got that ball at the top of the key and immediately moves with it and just a little bit of a stutter step, and that's going to be a quick and easy turnover.
And you see too, I think she was she was kind of phased a little bit because rather than getting up in her face, everyone took a drop step because they knew she wanted to drive the ball, and I think she was just like, wait a minute, let me take a step back, but kind of forgot that she still had the ball in her hands.
Got that right there. It looks like the RedHawks are going to take this one down to the final buzzer of the 3rd quarter here. Tamar Singer is going to dribble this one out past the logo. She finally gets double teamed there to pass that with a treble. Shredder Gonzalez shoots a 3 with late seconds to go. No good off the back end of the rim, and that's going to do it for the 3rd quarter. Miami leads 58-41 over the Bowling Green Falcons. They get a nice little second half of that 3rd quarter there, Sean, to really ignite that end of the 3rd quarter run. Glenn Box is definitely excited about his team going into this 4th quarter, and if you're Miami, you're definitely happy.
Definitely. I mean, this is a team right now shooting 62%, 5 for 10 from the 3, and making all of their free throws, 7 of them, and holding their own rebounding and actually out-rebounding Bowling Green 18-17. Very impressive stuff from the RedHawks, and you know, we've said this before, when the RedHawks play with physicality and intensity and make their shots, they can play with darn near any team in the country. It's just a matter of which version of the RedHawks shows up that day, and you know, a lot of that is variance because of how young this roster is, especially with the amount of freshmen and sophomores that are getting so many minutes. But you know, that just kind of shows you there's a talent level on this roster that hasn't been seen in a few years.
Yeah, definitely a lot of young talent, transfers. Glenn Box has done a great job recruiting. So as this 4th quarter starts, we will go on a little bit of a break here before this one starts off in the 4th quarter. Miami leads 58-41. You're watching Red Hawk Radio live. Back here at Millett Hall, Gavin Stark alongside Sean Weisman, and 17-point lead there for Miami. A nice second half of that 3rd quarter. Offensively, they got it going with Maya Chandler, Amber Shredder. I mean, they've been brilliant all game. We've talked about them all game, and they really picked it up in that 3rd quarter late to kind of draw a larger lead now going into the 4th quarter. Really feeling good about themselves. And
yeah, an 8-2 final 4 minutes for the RedHawks was really what's kind of putting this game really out of reach. Bowling Green's going to have to put together a lot of possessions in a row where they get some stops, but then also you're going to have to make some pretty big buckets here against a defense that's just been absolutely suffocating Bowling Green so far.
Shredder will inbound this one. Going goes to the freeze. It slips out of her hands, and now we've got a little bit of a flurry going on the floor. It's a jump ball, and that's going to be Bowling Green ball. Just not a good play there. The freeze just kind of
she
loses the ball,
yeah.
And then Shredder was kind of hurried as well. The freeze definitely wasn't the first option there in that inbound, but an unfortunate turnover to start off the 4th quarter. And
Glenn Box
will get the ball here.
If Glenn Box had hair, he'd be pulling it right now because he was losing his mind on that play a little bit.
Yeah, he's not happy about that one, but happy with the overall score of the game, I believe, right now.
Definitely.
Velasco receives the inbound there from Porter. And Fleming kind of loses the ball a little bit, but she'll keep it at the top of the key, dump it into Velasco, and a good hands there from Singer, who knocks the Velasco ball out of her hands, and is going to stay Bowling Green ball with 15 seconds left on the shot clock, and they are far away from the hoop right now.
Just not able to get anything done consistently
Velasco
offensively
looking
so
for
far.
Fleming. She finds Fleming. Fleming deep three off the back end, a really deep Steph Curry range.
That's not the shot you want, by the way. That's a 31-footer right there.
And this is kind of looking like a messy offensive. Velasco shoots the three, good, rattles in a sloppy offensive possession there, ends in 3 points for Bowling Green, so you're definitely happy with how it ended.
Definitely, although that took them 40 seconds to do, so you certainly would hope that their offense.
You need to move quick if you're Bowling Green. You
right.
need to create some turnovers like they did with that first one. And then a foul that Shredder draws in, and it looks like Fleming's staying on the ground a little bit. She gets up, though. She'll be okay.
Looks like it was Velasco who had the foul, is what they're saying. That's her second, if that's the case. That is, yeah, you definitely don't want her drawing any more fouls.
No, you need her out on the court for honestly the rest of this quarter.
So yeah, I mean she has to be out on the court. She's averaging almost 18 points a game coming into this, and so she's got to be somebody who gets a lot of touches. Looks like there's some subs in for Miami here.
Shredder misses the first one off the back end. Not very characteristic of her to miss that, but
DeFreeze and Lard are out. Chandler and Richardson are in.
And she knocks down the second. Glenn Box, as Sean was saying, makes a couple substitutions there early in the fourth quarter.
And those are defensive substitutions, is what that tells.
And Porter throws it way over the head of Fleming, and it's not in reach at all. It's going to go straight to the scorer's table and out of bounds, and Miami will get the ball back quickly.
Yeah. That's her 5th turnover. Velasco had a really rough game, 11 points, 5 turnovers. They've done a really good job of quieting one of the best scorers in the entire Mid-American Conference.
Gonzalez dribbles and rattles out. An unfortunate rattle there for Gonzalez.
And you also don't want to take that little time when you're making when you have a possession like that.
Looked a little rushed, but that's who she is. And a nice floater there from Fleming. A quick and easy basket, just what you need to do if you're Bowling Green. Score quickly and efficiently. Chandler will kick this one to Singer. Singer gets the screen from Shredder. Kicks it out to Shredder at the 3-point line. Shredder passes to Chandler. Chandler with hesitation, trying to drive, and gets denied by Kohler on the drive.
Under 10 seconds on the shot clock here.
Maya Chandler late in the shot clock, dribbling, knows the time. She's going to shoot this one, and that's our first miss of the game.
It was kind of off balance, though.
But Richardson got the rebound, blocked there, and it's going to be Bowling Green ball. They're going to push it quickly. Fleming, a nice cut there on the baseline, and Fleming scores a quick 2 once again. The hot hand stays hot for Bowling Green.
Yeah, a lot of bodies that didn't know where they were supposed to be. A lot of people that in some evidently just got lost in the shuffle. Fleming did.
Lexington Fleming now 21 points tonight. And Velasco kind of rushed another shot and airballed that one off the guarding of Fleming. Fleming gonna get the ball dribble quick, scores quickly again on the floater, and she is hyped up, and it is now a single-digit lead for Miami, 59 to 50. And this is all Lexi Fleming so far in this fourth quarter.
It's been a 9-1 run for Bowling Green so far, and that's exactly what you don't want. You were hoping to get kind of a kill shot and put in your walk-ons and your backups here today, but it looks like that you're going to have to wait a little longer for that.
Yes, Glenn Box is going to call a timeout, and it's going to be a full timeout, so we will go on break. We will be right back. You're watching Red Hawk Radio live. back here at Millett Hall. Gavin Stark alongside Sean Weesum and Lexi Fleming been the star all day for the Bowling Green Falcons. Now with 23 points and really keeping this team in it. Got it down to a 9-point deficit. Down 17 to start the quarter. I mean, really on, or excuse me, 18. 9-0 run now for the Bowling Green Falcons and RedHawks. They need an answer.
They do. They desperately need an answer. And, you know, it's not like they don't have the offensive weapons to do it. They have, three people with double-digit points: Gonzalez, Treader, and Chandler. Chandler obviously been the hot hand, but even she missed her first shot on that last possession there, and so
late at the
late in the shot clock there. So it's just kind of a forced shot just to get something up. But at the same time, that's kind of showing you how rudderless they've been the last couple of minutes offensively.
If you're Miami, it's not panic mode, but you need to have a good offensive possession here. I would say to start off this, after this media timeout we had here.
It's like Bowling Green going to try to press and create a turnover here against Miami.
Kind of something you expected to see here now with being only 7 minutes left to go in the game, down 9.
They're laying off the press here.
Singer will take the ball down the court and try to run it slow here. Gonzalez pump fakes, dribbles, back step, and not a good shot there from Gonzalez. Just misses off the front end.
And that's still her shot. I mean, that's the mid-range jumper.
Exactly what she wants to get to.
Right.
Just a little early in the shot clock there. Fleming has the ball, pass to Velasco. Velasco shoots up and short off the front rim. Rebound to Treader. Treader will pass to Chandler shoots a three. Good! Maya Chandler once again buries it from Curry range. That one was maybe an Uptown Oxford there, Sean.
Oh my gosh.
And then Tamar Singer gets a turnover from Bowling Green, and just how you want to start coming out of the timeout.
Seriously, that is the energy and intensity you want to play with, but also offensively, that was a shot they desperately needed, and now it really puts the onus on Bowling Green to get some turnovers or to just make some possessions happen.
Not sure if Maya Chandler shot that from Uptown Oxford or Millett Hall, but she made it, and it was deep.
It was very deep. That was a little 31-footer right there.
And it looks like a little kickball. It's going to stay Miami ball here. We're going to inbound this one from under the hoop. Maya Chandler, the hot hand, will inbound this one.
I think that's interesting, too. They've been using her as the inbounder, and then I think they're kind of handing her off the ball.
Her up, I believe, honestly, off that action. Gonzalez looking to the pass. She'll pass that one to Richardson. And Singer at the logo, and she gets fouled there.
That's a dumb foul.
Not a good foul at all. Way away from the basket, about 50 feet away.
I mean, that was on the Miami logo where she was sitting, basically, and that was a foul. There was no reason to do it, and especially with somebody as valuable as her shooting ability. Her picking up your third foul in this situation. And you might need to start fouling, too.
3 fouls for Velasco, and it could get to that point. You're right, Sean, where you need to foul here. Singer with the ball, taking it slow, trying to run a play out of it. Chandler will receive it. Chandler at the top of the key. Gonzalez dribbles past
beautiful pass.
Beautiful pass, and Richardson misses it just off the front rim. Unfriendly roll here at Millett Hall from Richardson's basket, and it's going to get some Bowling Green ball. They're going to dribble it quickly. Velasco dribbles this one to Kohler. Kohler kind of gets bumped there by Treader. No call. Fleming kicks this one out.
Another travel
there. A bad turnover there from McGuff, and not very characteristic of her.
Right, only her second turnover today, and she's had the ball in her hands a decent amount, too.
She'll get checked out right away, too.
That's Fern who's going to come in for her, and Fern gotten a little more run than we've expected.
Right. A nice pass there to Gonzalez. Treader will drive, kicks it back to Gonzalez. Gonzalez for 3. Good! She buries the 3! Angelina Gonzalez. She shoots that one from deep as well. Her and Maya Chandler both burying 3s. And it's now 65-50. Miami leads over the Bowling Green State Falcons with 5 minutes and 24 seconds left. A timeout here on the floor calls for a timeout for us. You're watching Red Hawk Radio live. back here, a quick timeout on the floor. We are back here. Sean Weisman, Gavin Stark. 5 minutes left to go, Sean. What are your thoughts? How does Miami finish this one out with a 15-point lead?
Well, I think it's just going to be the defensive aspect is going to be much more important here, and it doesn't necessarily have to mean to stop every possession, but it means you got to make sure they use a lot of time to get to run this clock down here.
And Chandler picks up a foul there on Fleming, just kind of a tacky little foul there. Not what you want if you're Miami.
And not really what you needed. Not really what you needed to do either. It wasn't really a necessary foul. It was just kind of like you said, kind of a ticky-tacky foul right there.
Velasco inbounds that one to Kohler. Donahue at the three-point line there, daring her to shoot.
Right. They want her to do it.
She's gonna drive instead, kicks it to Velasco. Velasco passes to Fleming. Fleming toughly guarded by Chandler, and she gets freed up and passes it to Donahue, who does bury the three.
That's her second three made today.
She doesn't like to shoot the three, but when she's forced, she can make it. She's proved that very well today.
Two Falcons. It's 4 on 3 right here.
Singer pump fakes the deep three, does not shoot it, gives it up to Richardson. She gets it back and passes to Gonzalez. Gonzalez trying to command this offense. You like to see that out of her, slow this one down.
Definitely, but I also will say too, they had 2 Falcons down on the floor. They had a chance potentially at the 4 or 5 on 3 there, and they just chose not to do that.
Singer, shot clock getting low, kicks to Gonzalez for 3. Good! The same spot where she just buried the last one. That's back-to-back threes for Gonzalez, and she's getting hot. The streaky scorer, the leading scorer for Miami, now back-to-back threes, and they're going to make this another 15-point lead for the RedHawks.
I mean, talk about a three-headed monster scoring-wise for Miami. 21 for Chandler, 17 Gonzalez, 17 for Treader. It's like you can't guard one of them because then there's 2 more with 17-plus points. It's been a really incredible offensive performance today from the 3 of them.
We've had 5 people score today for the RedHawks, and those 5 have been really
efficient.
Really efficient.
Yes.
You don't want them off the court, really.
No.
Lard will check in for Chandler, though, and
a charge.
That one will be called a charge, a huge charge there for Miami to take, as they made the basketball agree did, but that will get waved off, and Chandler quickly checks back.
That's a potential 5-point swing right there. They waved the 2 points off and a potential and 1 off, and instead give the ball to Miami.
Bowling Green going to do a press. They're going to break that press pretty easily, Miami is, and they're going to pass it up to Chandler. Chandler's going to slow this one down, get it to Singer, who's been the primary ball handler tonight.
Which is interesting, too, because Gonzalez is usually the ball handler.
But you have Gonzalez sitting in the corner asking for it. Really wants it. She's going to shoot it quick, and it's blocked.
Tip,
she really wanted that ball. It looks like Singer kind of got it to her.
Well, they kind of goaded her into doing that.
Bowling Green moves quick, a double dribble there on Kohler, a quick sloppy turnover, not what you need late in the 4th quarter here.
Yeah, under 4 minutes, down 15. Those are not, those are the kind of things that you can't do down late.
Substitution here. Corey Lard will check back in, and Richardson will go out. They're going to go a little bit smaller here.
Yeah, I think they want ball handling and 3 free throw shooting here is what they're looking for because, when Bowling Green inevitably is going to have to start fouling pretty soon, and you want your best free throw shooters
on the floor. Once again, they break that press pretty well. Lard will keep it, and Gonzalez gets it. Sloppy, but they have it still. Chandler in the corner.
You're right. No, it took 3 different Miami RedHawks. All were about to throw it out of bounds or lost the ball.
Still has the ball, though, so all is well in Oxford. Chandler starts the play now with about 10 seconds left. She's going to get this one to Singer. Singer pump fakes and drives. Floater, no good, but it looks like she's fouled, and she's going to roll down to the ground and pin.
Oh, she's grabbing her
not good.
left calf, but also looks like maybe her face. She hit, or is it just cramping?
Maybe a cramping.
Yeah.
She's got that leg straightened out. You hope she's okay. Just don't like to see that in this game at all.
Especially in a game that feels like it's more or less out of reach for Bowling Green. You don't like to see one of your 2 best players down on the ground like that.
You've now seen Gonzalez go down and come back. And now she will be on the ground. Tamar Singer will be going on break. You're watching Red Hawk Radio live. back here at Millett Hall. Gavin Stark alongside Sean Weisman. We saw Tamar Singer go down on the ground in a lot of pain, and then just a second ago she got up on her own strength, on her own feet, walked off. Looks okay, just getting checked out a little bit. We hope that she's all right, and there's nothing long-lasting with that one. Probably not expect to see her the rest of the game, I'd say.
No, especially of 15, 3 and change left.
Right.
3 minutes and change left, and with
Richardson at the line to shoot a pair. Knocks down the first one with ease. She's been a really good player throughout the season, but really good tonight. She's been really effective on both ends of the floor, and she gets the second one to rattle home as well. 70-53, Miami leads Bowling Green with 3 minutes and 19 left in the fourth quarter here at Millett Hall. Velasco will dribble, getting guarded by the lengthy Lard.
Donahue once again being baited into shooting that three.
And a three-pointer there from Kohler from deep. She'll knock that one down to get the deficit down to 14. And a foul there quickly on Donahue. Chandler will go to the line now.
That's her fourth, so they're going to really start to this is going to start to eat into the depth of Bowling Green when you're starting to lose people to foul trouble, but also just fouling out completely, because this is a Bowling Green team, especially in this fourth quarter, that's really started to get into some foul trouble late.
A nice offensive game so far here for the RedHawks after a struggle that we talked about prior to the game. I mean, they struggled against Central Michigan in that brutal loss by 1 point. Only having 46, they have 71 right now, and it's looking like they might have 72 if Chandler knocks down the second one, and she went 2 for 2 from the line there. Just keeps on scoring points. Now 23 for her for the day. Donahue gets dared to shoot it again, and no good that time. You've seen her make 2 of them today.
Kohler looks like she tapped it back, or Fleming tapped it back in.
Kohler will travel, speaking of her, and just moves his feet and travels, and not a good turnover there. You've seen that kind of a little bit today, Sean, in the fourth quarter, that Bowling Green just had sloppy turnovers.
Yeah, it's been execution issues, because they're getting actually some open shots, or they're hitting these deep shots here, but it's not.
And they fight at the baseline, and it's going to stay Miami ball there, trying to get the ball out of Shredder's hands, and she's kind of stayed strong. And
I don't know if that was off her, though. They're saying it was, but I actually don't think that was. It looked like it hit. I mean, I think it was off her, but I don't think they're saying it wasn't.
Shredder with the ball gives it back to Lard, who inbounded it, and Lard will get fouled and go to the charity stripe, shooting 2. Doesn't have a basket yet today, but she does have a block and an assist, and she's played good minutes offensively and defensively. I mean, you've seen her come in and get some fouls maybe, but she is a defensive threat, like you were saying. Senior, and she played a lot last year. I mean, she's experienced.
Yeah.
And
yeah, I mean, she's a 75% free throw shooter career. So certainly somebody you want at the line.
Right. She'll knock down that first one with ease. And Miami's going to have 3 back on defense just to eliminate that quickness that Velasco likes to move at in the Bowling Green offense.
Yeah, they're the tempo that they like to play with.
Corey Lard will knock down the second as well. That 75% free throw shooter really shows it there, knocking down a pair. Kohler dribbling, getting guarded by Gonzalez. She fakes the screen, passes to Fleming. Fleming shoots from deep, and it's way off. And that's they're gonna try to keep that one, but Lard will get it. And Lard kind of getting flustered there, gives it to the other experienced guard, and Maya Chandler, this SMU transfer, who's been brilliant today, and she's gonna pick up she's going to get fouled, and she will go to the charity stripe again.
I'm surprised they didn't call the foul. They didn't give Lard the foul on that inbounds there, because it looked like Lard got mugged not once but twice. But they let her play, and so I think she even was a little surprised. She stopped for a second almost and was waiting for the call, but never got it. So thankfully able to navigate out of it. Now
she
Miami.
Was a little shocked, it looked like, when she didn't get that foul.
The look on her face definitely looked a little surprised. But
she'll knock down a pair there. Maya Chandler now gets to 25 points today, and we're going to talk about this performance for a while here, Sean. She's been brilliant.
No, yeah, she's been terrific, and she is everything that you could have asked for when you brought in somebody who's experienced, who's savvy, who can make some tough shots, and who can really command an offense, especially when it's a little bit of a lull for Juliana Gonzalez at times.
And Chambers checks into the game there. Chandler went out as Chambers goes into the game now. She has not gotten much playing time this year, but
and this is a season high for Maya Chandler. Her previous high was 17 versus George Washington at the Christmas Classic down in Miami. But so this has been by far her best game in a RedHawks uniform.
You can say the Maya Chandler game for sure.
Definitely.
I mean, she's got experience play for sure, playing at SMU. You know, she's played that high D level.
And Loyola as well, as
yes,
you know,
started her career at Loyola.
3 years of starting at Loyola as well. I mean,
Right,
she's got a lot of experience, very
experienced.
savvy.
Kohler picked up the basket there. Miami with the ball. Gonzalez does not shoot the open three that she was given. A minute 30 left, and Miami's going to keep this one until the ends of the shot clock come. Looks like they're going to start now at the 10-minute mark. Here's the three from Chambers. Misses it, no good. The bench really wanted that one.
Yeah, they did, but it ended up right in Rashason's hands, who was able to get an easy bucket there.
A nice rebound from Rashason to get a 20-point lead from Miami. The pass down there to Porter, and she's going to get an easy two to get them to the 60-point mark. 78-60 here. Millett Hall with 50 seconds left in this one. They really want Chambers to shoot this one. It's pretty obvious. She's going to sit in the corner and try to get that shot off.
She's going to throw it around the perimeter, it looks like, which
Here's
I can't blame
Chambers
her.
with the ball. She's going to pass that one to Treader, back to Lard. And Lard is going to wait this one out pretty long. Are they just not going to shoot? No shot here. They're going to let this one get to the buzzer. 30 seconds left to go in this one. My lead, 78-60.
Now it looks like
Emily Bratton will check in, as well as
it's Lucretia Edwards who's also checking
Lucretia Edwards. Yes, she will check in too.
She hasn't. She's gotten more run in
two-
recent games, but not today.
2 stars get a standing ovation there. Gonzalez and Treader, amazing games there today. Both with a pair of 17 each.
Yeah, to match with Maya Chandler's 25, which shows you the offensive performance they've had today.
A 3 there from Kohler from deep, and that'll get it down to 15-point lead, and this one's just going to get dribbled out by Emily Bratton, it looks like. That's Emily Bratton, a freshman who's someone that Glenn Bach really likes. She was a great scorer in high school out of Carroll, Ohio. And that's going to do it. Ladies and gentlemen, Miami 78, Bowling Green 63, and Miami will get it to 2-2 in MAC play after that tough loss to Central Michigan. They bounced back very well. Maya Chandler leads it with 25 points, 8 for 9 from the field, 3 for 3 from the three-point line, 3 rebounds, 2 assists, and a steal. Angelina Gonzalez with 17 points, 4 rebounds, an assist, a steal, and Amber Treader, 17 points, very efficient from the field, 5 for 7, 6 for 7 from the free throw line, and 6 rebounds. That three-headed goat, you could say almost. I mean, they played amazing tonight. They were really the focal point of the offensively, defensively. They played amazing. Sean, what are your thoughts?
Well, when you get that much offensive production from your 3 best players, you know, it's hard to lose games. You know, that is not just an impressive offensive performance, but defensively, you know, they forced Bowling Green to take a ton of three-pointers. And even though they hit them at a pretty high clip, that was the only shot they were really getting up at a high clip. I mean, they were only 12 for their 25 from the field outside of three-point range, and you know those are supposed to be your higher percentage shots, the 2-pointers. So you know I was very impressed with the offensive and defensive game planning from Glenn Bach's squad today, and I mean it was almost more or less a wire-to-wire win. Miami with the lead for 36 minutes and 47 seconds of that entire game. I mean that was how in command this team was for pretty much the entire game, and it shows on it was even more of a blowout win than the score even suggests.
Absolutely. Bowling Green got a few baskets to go later with about a minute left, and Miami was not trying to get back at that, so it would just be a 15-point win, but a dominant 15-point win for Miami. And I think the question really was who is this team going into the game? Who is this, and what will the season be like? And this is a huge one that we're gonna look back on later on in this MAC play and look at that this win right here.
Yeah.
On January 11th.
It was an identity. It was definitely today was about finding their identity today, and you know, it was. Yeah, what kind of team, like you said, what kind of team are they? Is this a team that's going to roll over against just about everybody? Or are they going to just kind of let themselves get shot out of the building? No, they're going to sit there, they're going to fight, and they're going to play as aggressively as Glenn Box likes them to be. And as a result, you know, you get an incredible performance from the RedHawks, and just in a dominant fashion too.
We said there was a doubleheader, and we will both be on the call for this next game between the men's basketball game of Miami and Western Michigan. Should be a good one there. Me and Sean will switch roles, and that'll be over on the other broadcast live in about approximately 40 minutes-ish.
Yeah, 30, 40 minutes.
So
we'll see you there.
Stay tuned for that. We will be calling that one and excited for that one in this special doubleheader on Saturday. As of for now, it's so long from Gavin Stark, Sean Weisman alongside. We'll see you in about 40 minutes. You're watching Red Hawk Live.